Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday and the start of a new week. And today we're going to talk, hopefully, about the remaining three court cards of the suit of Wands: the Princess of Wands, the Prince of Wands, and we'll start right off with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is water of fire, and she rules 20 degrees of Pisces to 20 degrees of Aries. So she's 2/3 Aries and 1/3 Pisces. So that's roughly March 11th to April 10th. Living inside her are three small cards representing 10-degree periods of her 30-degree period. And so she rules the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. Her original titles are the Queen of the Thrones of Flame and Queen of the Salamanders. Her crest is a winged leopard. Her symbols are a leopard, steady flames, wand with heavy head or end. Her hair is red gold. Her eyes are blue or brown. Crowley says, the characteristics of the queen are adaptability, persistent energy, calm authority, which she knows how to use to enhance her attractiveness. She is kindly and generous, but impatient of opposition. She has immense capacity for friendship and for love, but always on her own initiative. The top portion of the card projects such a powerful image of supreme feminine strength and nobility that one could easily see it chiseled in stone on the facade of a great public building or monument. Unfortunately, beautiful as she is somewhat of a facade herself. Crowley goes so far as to suggest she is somewhat of a snob. When H. Rider Haggard wrote the classic science fiction story She, he must have had the Queen of Wands in mind. The title character is Aisha, a beautiful, immortal queen who rules a land where she is known as she who must be obeyed. She is a just but ruthless queen who seems to take offense quite easily. She loves her people in a selfish sort of way, but she is so self-absorbed that when the opportunity for her to experience true love presents itself, she becomes a cruel, tyrannical, savage monster. This naturally results in her unhappiness and eventual destruction. Describing the character represented by this card, Crowley uses a wonderful expression. When she misses her bite, she breaks her jaw. But that's the downside of this lovely lady. She can also be everything the world needs in a strong woman. Actress Ursula Andress, who portrayed Queen Aisha in the 1965 film She, is a Queen of Wands. And so is Joan Crawford, a real-life she who must be obeyed. Two other Queens of Wands, whose laws we must obey, were Albert Einstein and Wyatt Earp. Although I probably wouldn't have told Wyatt Earp that he was a queen of anything. Fiery reds and gold dominate this card as they do all the wand court cards. Okay, let's move to the Prince of Wands. Now, these court cards represent periods of time in the degrees in the zodiac, and you could choose your significator by which one of these court cards is your birthday card, or which one of these cards represents where your sun, where your rising sign is in your natal chart. This happens to be Crowley's own rising sign, and he identified with this, and I bet he would use that one as his significator. So there's the mark of the beast there, see? Crowley's mark right on the chest of the Prince of Wands. The Prince of Wands is heir of fire, and he rules 20 degrees of Cancer to 20 degrees of Leo. That's July 12th through August 11th. I missed being this by just one day. He rules, or living inside the Prince of Wands is the Four of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Wands. The original titles are the Prince of the Chariot of Fire and Prince and Emperor of the Salamanders. His crest is a winged lion's head. Symbols are wand and salient flames. Fire wand of the Zealoter, Adeptus Minor. There it is. His hair is yellow, his eyes are blue-gray. Crowley says, he is romantic, especially in matters of history and tradition, to the point of folly, and may engineer stunts or play practical jokes. Sound like Crowley's rising sign? The ascendant or rising sign in one's astrological natal chart is second only to the sun in importance. Among other things, it represents the native's personality and how they appear to others in the world. Crowley's ascendant was 3 degrees Leo. Consequently, he identified strongly with Leo and with the Prince of Wands, who rules 20% Cancer, 20 degrees Cancer to 20 degrees Leo. This card is Crowley's idealized image of himself. First of all, we find his personal seal, the mark of the beast, emblazoned upon the breast of the prince. His device appears in only 2 other places in the Thoth Tarot, on the Five of Wands, which represents 10 degrees to 0 degrees to 10 degrees Leo, and the Ace of Discs, which by tradition is the signature card of the deck's creator. The prince is even seated in Crowley's favorite yogic posture, the Thunderbolt Asana. See, he's actually sitting with his heel up his anus. Now, I'm not sure that was his favorite asana, but he told everybody it was and took a fabulous, or posed for a fabulous painting sitting in that position. Crowley, because he felt he knew himself so well, has a great deal to say about the moral qualities and intellectual paradoxes of this card. Quote, he is often violent, especially in the expression of his opinion, but he does not necessarily hold the opinion about which he is so emphatic. His character is intensely noble and generous. He may be an extravagant boaster while slyly laughing at both the object of his boasts and himself for making it. His courage is fanatically strong and his endurance indefatigable. He is always fighting against the odds and always wins in the long run, the very long run, unquote. Crowley identifies this card because of his rising sign. It also describes a few other notables whose sun sign makes them Prince of Wands. Julius Caesar, John Dee, Nelson Mandela, Mick Jagger, Jacqueline Kennedy, Madame Blavatsky, and my old friend and colleague Christopher Hyatt. Fiery reds, yellows, and gold dominate this card as they do all the wand court cards. And finally for today, the Princess. Where'd she go? Here she is. Isn't that a lovely card? Earth of Fire. Together with the Ace of Wands, she rules the Cancer, Leo, Virgo celestial quadrant above the North Pole and the area of Asia. Original titles: Princess of the Shining Flame, the Rose of the Palace of Fire, Princess and Empress of the Salamanders, and Throne of the Ace of Wands. Her crest is a tiger's head. Her symbols are tiger, leaping flames, gold altar, long club, largest at the bottom. Her hair is red gold, her eyes are blue. Harris wrote to Crowley in a letter that's undated, "I am a bit worried. The princess is behaving most queer. She won't have any nice tidy lines, and I really don't know if she will be all right. She is certainly no relation to the first sample I submitted. I think when I have smacked her, I shall have to post her to you, and you can tear her up or retain her as she strikes you. Oh dear, I'm tired. I have battled with her blaring wriggles till the eyes fall out, and she has burnt my throat, and I can't swallow." The princesses share a special status among the court cards, and Harris seems to have given all four of them the special attention they deserve. They're all breathtakingly beautiful. Placed side by side, they are the four pin-up girls of the Thoth Tarot. The Princess of Wands is especially stunning and is one more reason the Crowley-Harris deck is banned, contraband within so many prisons. Crowley wrote, "This card may be said to represent the dance of the virgin priestess of the Lords of Fire." As the earth sub-element of the suit of fire, she not only officiates before the ram's-headed altar as the princess of the flaming sacrifice, but is herself the fuel of the fire. We recognize her in people we meet who are so energetically self-assured and independent and irrationally audacious that while inspirational and thrilling, they can be downright dangerous to be around. If ill-dignified, She is the ultimate drama queen, who is so shallow and self-absorbed that it never occurs to her that nobody is sympathizing with her. If left unchecked, the Princess of Wands, gone bad, will not only incinerate herself needlessly, in doing so she will also set fire to the whole neighborhood. She can be cruel and unreliable, faithless and domineering. Unquote. Do you know anyone like that? Princesses do not rule any degrees of the zodiacal year, so we have no examples of celebrated personalities who are or were Princess of Wands. Fiery reds, yellows, and gold dominate this card, as they do all the Wand Court cards. And that's where we will end today, our Monday reading. Tomorrow we will pick up with 4 court cards of the suit of water, or the suit of cups. So hopefully we've got all of our technical difficulties ironed out. I've learned how to check certain things before I start broadcasting, so hopefully we will not have any more excitement like that. So continue to have a good week, everyone. Be good to yourself. Be careful. Be cautious. But be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.